Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, not re-review, review episode 296. The re-review will come back after I finish Trouble Ranger. Yep, this one, now I originally think of doing like either Demon Slayer, Eden Zero, or even Case Closed next, but I figured though, I'm on One Piece, why not just do episode 2? And that would probably be a good idea on my part. This episode, I'm discussing episode 1060. Yes, no new episode of manga this week. Nope. New chapter manga. We have The Secrets of Enma, the cursed sword entrusted to Zoro. Yep, that is the name of this episode. This episode covers pretty much the rest of 1033 and one page of 1034. Basically, page 1034, page 3. I should point out this episode is not one of those where it's entirely focused on one character, Zoro. The whole episode is entirely focused on him. There is a couple brief cutaways to a couple different things going on here. One, you have basically Momonosuke, where he's trying to create new cloud things to move the island. And that's basically from chapter 1034. It's the only thing this whole episode not from chapter 1033. The only thing we have is basically a continued fight between Scratch Makapo and extra, I think, 2 members of CP0, and that's it. That's all we got. Now, Zoro is surprisingly the only Straw Hat actually in the episode. He is the only one. No Luffy, no Nami, Brook, Sanji, Jinbei, Chopper, nobody. Just Zoro. Because this would go a little bit more into his backstory this episode, which I thought that was interesting. So let's think about a time with his village. Now you probably would think at this point, they've shown his village a lot throughout the whole, like, they frequently have shown like the same type of flashback they show throughout the whole series. But this one they add a little bit of something new. We introduced this old man who's actually a swordsman, who is a lot of time fishing on the coast of this island that Zoro is from. And he's also trying to beat, well, Kuna, yes, the whole time, who, by the way, Tashigi basically has the same exact face as her. Which Zoro has basically expressed this to her, and she, aside from the fact she looks like her, completely different personality. And plus she wears glasses. As if this woman could be her, no, basically these two completely different characters. Aside from the fact that you have the same exact appearance. Yeah. Now, unlike in the original flashback when they show her talking about her breast, in the original flashback when we're showing the series, a lot of the time you see Zoro blushing at the fact she talks about her breast. Here we don't see that. Nope, not really. Yeah. And it turns to the old man he was talking to, him about a particular word. And also the fact that, they mentioned, his village was found by a pirate. Yeah, it turns out that the woman he basically was his childhood friend, her grandfather, who the guy he was talking to, turns out he's actually an illegal immigrant. Yep, he illegally left Wano because basically he did illegally leave Wano. Though I think later on, I think that's changed. So if he speaks too loud about it, basically he'll be arrested by the Navy. And of course, Zoro's like, the Navy? Why would heck the Navy be involved with this? Which is an excellent question, by the way. So they explain the fact that they kind of go into an explanation of how Zoro's white-handled sword basically, apparently it's revealed that his sword is actually made in Wano, but he's wondering how the heck to get over to a remote island in the East Blue, because the old man brought it with him and gave it to Kuna. Yeah, that's probably what happened here. And of course, also as for the Secrets of Enma, well, we get a little bit of that. So you can say the title is mostly a lie, but we get basically about the secret of the sword, the basic of one who forged the sword. Yep, and we get Zoro's first two sword style, which these swords I think may have broken long after he used them here, because he does use these swords over again. Because he does use the white blade sword, the white handle sword. He used to use it this very days, and the only sword he's had the long period, and the only one that hasn't broke the whole time. Which is interesting, the fact that that's like that. Yep. And of course, also we do see Kuno's body this time, because last time I was like, oh, she just died while training. We don't see her body. And we show here, yep, we see her body. She's covered, her face is covered because she died. And of course, you have Zoro requesting from her father for her sword, and he's like, sure, you can have it. And it's interesting that the fact that a sword was once held by a woman is basically just always in his mouth the whole time. Yeah, that's something that's never explained in this series. Why would a sword that's held by a woman is now in his mouth? Did he clean it before first in his mouth? Never revealed. And of course, you have people who was part of King's. I don't know. King is there trying to attack him. We have various low members of trying to attack Zoro, but they get knocked to pieces by Zoro's haki. Then Zoro proceeds to resume his fight with King, and that's pretty much the episode in a nutshell. It's a good episode. I think it's probably one of the best episodes I've seen so far for this whole arc. And it's nice that we get a chance to develop Zoro. We get some character development for him this episode. Yep, but not much else to say. Next episode looks like we're continuing the fight between Sanji and Queen. Yep. So, that's pretty much it for the view. Next up, the Comic Corner, it's on to Demon Slayer next. See you next video. Bye.